going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another episode. Today we got a special episode. We got a special guest. We're just going to chill out and bullshit today. You know who it is, your boy John.
Fucking white belt slayer.
Misa.
The fucking destroyer.
Yeah, so we got some what do they call these? That's not a challenge,
I saw it on
right?
Instagram. It was called like a Limonel or something. It's basically a Modelo and Gatorade. So when you get all fucked up the night before, you can get hydrated while you're drinking the next day.
I know it sounds weird. It's not a challenge, but it's just one of those videos where someone was trying something a little different.
It sounds good. I mean,
I don't know. To me, it doesn't sound like it's gonna be good.
It sounded delicious.
But the reactions that they had when they were drinking it were pretty on point.
Lime and beer is good always.
Yeah.
But Gatorade? I guess it's like drinking. Have you ever had those like those little Crystal Lights? You like drink a bottle of water. You drink like maybe a third of it, and then you pour Crystal Light in there, and then you pour vodka in there.
I almost fucked you guys up and got the fucking Modelo Oro and the fucking Gatorade Zero.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
I'm sure.
Diet beer.
Anyway, so we're trying this out. It sounds weird to me, but
I think it's gonna be good. I wish I should have poured the Gatorade first, so it was less foamy.
that's all right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, wait. Before we start, how much you weigh today?
You know, I didn't even weigh myself. I've been busy. You know.
I'm probably like 225.
It's like a really light beer.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
It is like a light beer.
Yeah.
It is kind of refreshing. Yeah, it's not bad.
What do you weigh today, Misa?
Probably like 225.
Something
like that.
I'm probably like 220 something for sure. It was a long week.
220?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It had to be.
Weren't you like 206 last week?
No, it was 208.
Dude, it's crazy.
The day I left, I was 208.
Dude, I fluctuate so fucking quick, dude.
So I was on a
Don't
trip.
try to give this motherfucker an hour.
Look, I was on this
I know
trip,
it.
and I didn't have to pay for food. And like as soon as I got to Dallas, I went to this place called like Hickory something, and I got like brisket. Like right off the bat, I was like, "Fuck yeah, brisket!" Because I had a
You
layover.
flew from here to Dallas?
Yeah. And so I got brisket, and then it was just like steaks and like good food
all heavy food.
all week. Yeah, all week. It's crazy.
You're probably still digesting it right now.
There's a restaurant that's downstairs in the hotel I was staying at. It was like a steakhouse, and I guess it's like one of the only steakhouses that's fancy in that Peoria area. So, like people just go. Like I met some people that were working. They just out there. I was talking to them at the bar. They're like, yeah, me and my wife come here. It's like the only nice place, like fancy. So I was eating there every night.
I've been in Peoria a long time ago, but it's a pretty small town, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe 100,000?
Yeah, it's small. Yeah.
I never even heard
It's
of that.
beautiful though.
Illinois.
It's crazy. So we went to.
like
if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram because I post a lot of this stuff. All of us on Instagram.
Follow
But
me.
we went to a brewery, but it was an old church. It was 120-some-year-old church. So like the building was made out of stone and shit. And like you walked in, everything was original, and like it had that smell, like that old smell.
Mildew, like that.
Dude, I was like, I walked in, I was like, I don't know, man. And it's like a brewery. You obviously have food and stuff, and I was like, there's no way I would be able to eat inside this building. Like it smelled old.
It's probably not even sanitary to do this shit.
So we went. They rented out like the back area. So fortunately, we walked outside and they did like an open bar thing. But I was like, I mean, it looked cool. I just don't know. Like that old smell.
You didn't even get no photos though. So
I posted on Instagram.
Just outside.
Yeah, just the outside. I thought we would because I thought it would be inside, and then we were outside. And by the time we were done, I was drunk, and we had to drive.
Pics,
we had to drive to freaking the hotel. Because we were gonna go out again afterwards. So I was like, fuck. And then
You're for sure drunk texting me one of those nights.
100%. I was drunk every night. I was drunk every fucking night.
Yeah, I got like a drunk Instagram message like at like some wild ass time. I was like, this boy's drunk as fuck.
Podcast
already.
idea,
Yeah.
a random shit.
I was. It was crazy. It was just a lot of drinking after work. So, yeah, plus the food. I mean, there were a couple nights where I didn't even eat because we just drank all night, and so I didn't eat dinner.
Drinking IPAs and shit too? Sorry.
Hell yeah, I was drinking IPAs. I tried to stick with like liquor at first, but then I was like, it was getting too quick. I was getting there quick.
Whiskey you like is fucking 1 billion calories.
Probably. Well, they didn't have Screwball. They had a different version.
Which one?
I guess there's another peanut butter liquor.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Yeah.
Because they had this thing called the Nutty Russian. That shit was fucking
popular.
bomb.
There's a Nutty Irishman too.
Was there? Yeah. That shit was really good. I was drinking those. But that's the point. Is like.
Oh, Russian. Did it have vodka in it or did it have the white shit?
It had the white, the cream, heavy cream.
Ooh, those were probably like 500 calories a drink.
It was not good.
How do you mix alcohol and heavy cream like that and it doesn't curdle? Like,
It just doesn't curdle.
No, it's not. It's not heavy cream.
No,
It's
I asked. She said this is just heavy cream.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it was fucking bomb. It was so
I used
good.
to fuck with White Russians pretty heavy, but I kind of got over it. They're nasty.
I don't know what it was. I mean, she mixed something else in there. It was really good. So, and then I did meet I was like, we were doing some games or whatever, and this dude walked up to me, and he was like, I guess he had made a joke with my boss about choking him out. He was like, oh, sometime he's gonna rear naked choke him or something, and my boss he's like, oh, whatever. And then my boss told him, so he came over. I was doing something, and he's like asking me. And so we ended up talking for a bit, and he actually trains like 40 minutes away from there. That's where all the good gyms are. There's none in Peoria. They're all like far. And so he's like, it turns out he's some fucking high up manager. He's just got his blue belt not too long ago, and he's like, we took a picture. He's like, next time you come, we'll set up to go train. I was like, hell yeah.
If you train, you got to give him the fucking gas.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. You got to let his ass down.
Yeah. No, 100%.
A chance to fucking strangle your manager?
It's not even my manager. It's from another boss. But it's from another. They do something else. He's in cybersecurity, but he manages. I think he manages something called IAM. So they deal with like.
You got to give him the fucking belly of truth.
100%. He's probably 6-something, and he train. I'm like, do you compete? And he's gonna do tap out for cancer or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he's like, I go 220. He goes down to 220. So he's a big boy. But I was like, oh, I can handle him for sure. But he's long legs and shit. So whatever. It was cool.
I might have to change my name to the Giant Slayer.
You can't. That's already taken.
By who?
The Giant Slayer.
Oh, little dude.
Little dude. Yeah.
What's his name again?
I don't know his name. Esteban something. Yeah.
I forgot about him.
He's fucking.
Because everyone in my division's fucking.
You're gonna have to do some fucking backflips and shit before you can call yourself a Giant Slayer.
Right now, I can't even fucking walk. I'm walking like a little fucking hunchback and shit. My back's all fucked up.
Dude, ever since this rib injury, I've been seriously contemplating my game plan and thinking about how to do like old man jiu-jitsu type shit. Like.
You gotta incorporate that.
Let's tell a story. Tell what happened. Yeah. I think we talked about it on here, but so.
Yeah.
Let me set this up for you. So, we're at Master Worlds 2023. Misa beats the fuck out of the first dude like he was a little kid.
Yeah, dude, I felt good about that.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That dude's ass, like.
Yeah, that takedown. You went for the first takedown, and then I think you went for the second, and you took his ass down. I was like,
did you get a sub in the first one?
Yeah.
What would you hit him with? The arm triangle?
It was like a arm triangle / Ezekiel. Like I had him in the arm triangle.
You were on top, weren't you?
Yeah, I was
on top. Like top. Were you full side? Were you in
full
the half
mount.
guard?
I was in full mount. Yeah.
But he was sideways.
He was kind of sideways. Yeah. He started turning. So I pushed his fucking arm over, and he wasn't letting me get it. So I just put my hand in between his neck, and I just used my fist, and I just fucking squeezed it.
Oh yeah. If I have the footage, I'll put the takedown and a couple of that stuff. I think I have some recorded. I'll put it up so you guys can see that takedown. It was
on that real quick,
he went down hard.
Have you ever tried to finish the arm triangle when they're on the side?
Yeah.
I've seen people do it. But
When
I can't
you mean
figure out
when
how
they're on the
to
side?
You got to flatten out like super fucking hard, like kind of push your hips into the ground.
No. What do you mean when they're on the side?
Let's say you have me mounted, right? And I go to hip out, so I go to my hip and I push, but you catch the arm triangle. So
I
I'm
mean
on
like
my
top side.
Yeah, so like let's say my arm is on the ground.
That's kind of hard. Awkward.
I can't figure it out, but it's like the same.
I just force them back to the ground.
Yeah, that's what I do too. But I was trying to figure out because I caught a couple people there. I caught 2 guys there this week, and I was like, I kept just trying to finish it. And I was like, I bet I can finish this shit from here.
It's more force though. It gives them space because they're
gotta
turned
be
like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, I normally just try to force it back to the ground.
Yeah.
But I have seen people finish it that way.
I like the adjustment though, putting your fist in there, hitting the Ezekiel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, the first one I felt good, dude. My cardio was good.
Dude, it was like 14-0.
Yeah, you were smashing
it was like
them on
14-0, and then I just saw the opening and I took it. Omar was telling me to just chill, just coast, but I just saw it.
Was he yelling at you in Portuguese?
No, he was half and half. Yeah.
You understand the Portuguese enough?
Now,
a little bit. Yeah.
Especially it's so specific to
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu.
And Omar.
Yeah.
And you
Omar's like
kind of know what he's talking about, so it's
Yeah.
like, it makes sense.
You hear it in the gym too, so it's like kind of I'm starting to pick it up.
It's like a secret code if you can speak it.
Yeah, if the other guy does,
people there are Brazilian.
Not that guy.
That guy wasn't.
The coaches are though.
Yeah, but the guy doesn't hear it. That's the matter.
The coaches relay.
Who cares? Yeah, but that's a delay in transmission there.
By that time, I'm already.
Yeah, it's already gone.
I'm already getting it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the second one comes. The second match comes, and I think he got me. He got me in side control, and I started pushing away. At the same time, I turned and I feel my rib pop out. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I felt it. I looked down at my gi and I could see it poking out.
You could see it?
I could see it poking
shit,
out.
I didn't know it was that bad. Oh, God.
Not out of the skin, but obviously it was just like out.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, fuck.
I've never had it that bad.
Dude,
yeah,
it was-
mine wasn't that bad. When
Yeah.
I tore the whatever cartilage, it didn't like it just went pop pop and went back in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's what mine did too. Yeah.
I thought it did go back in because I turned into him and he like smashed and it went back in. And I was like, all right, sweet. And in my head, all I could think was stay in the fight, like just finish it. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And then so I'm turning in, and then he turns against me, and it pops out again, and I'm like, fuck. So then it's just for like 3 minutes popping in and out, and I'm just holding like this,
Yeah.
dude. And then finally he gets a Kanto choke on me, but it took him like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there just holding like fuck.
I was with Dan. I think it was with Dan, and we were watching, and we were like, either it's two things: either you're hurt, or
Gas.
you went all out on
Yeah,
that first
I
one,
saw
and
it right away.
maybe you lost the adrenaline, or you had an adrenaline dump like right off the first match, and then it just kind of crashed at the end. But with our angle, we couldn't tell. We were like, he's either hurt or like
I
something's
knew right
up.
away.
yeah.
So I thought you tore your shoulder though, because what happened was like you kind of like he gave you space and you came up and your shoulder went past his face, and I thought you like tore your shoulder. I was like, dang, that's a crazy tear or something. But then I didn't know what it was, so you told me. But I could see right away you were hurt because
did
your
you-
face changed, everything changed.
Did you go to the doctor?
Yeah.
And got an
like,
X-ray?
The next that week I got an X-ray. It's not broken.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the soft tissue around it. Like I'm not flexible at all. So when I opened up, it just opened up all that soft tissue and let it pop out.
Yeah,
So-
that's basically what happened to me. Like when I first started, fucking Oscar, rest in peace, motherfucker, popped the fuck out of my shit. He was showing me. He was like, "Yeah, you gotta learn how to be heavy." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, I'll just show you in this roll." So we're rolling, and like you could hear it. We're rolling. It's a full class. And you hear it. And he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't know what that was." And then we kept going, and then every time he moved, I could just feel it moving. And then like 3 days went by, and I was like, "Ah, it's just sore, right?" Then I was watching something. They're like, "Yeah, if your rib is floating, it could poke your lungs, and you could die." So it's like, "Fuck!" I go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor, and they're like, "Okay, why are you here?" And I was like, "I think I broke my ribs." And they're like, "Why do you think that?" And I was like, "Well, I was explaining to them what I did." And they're like, "Okay, take off your shirt." And I take off my shirt, and I was still a white belt, so I was covered in fucking bruises. And they were like, they're just like looking at me, and they're like, "What'd you say happened?" And I was like, "Oh, I explained it to them again." And they're like, "Man, is it always that hard?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "You're covered in bruises," because I can't see, I can only see parts of me.
Yeah.
They're like, "You're completely covered in bruises," but that's what they said, that like the tissue allows it to move around and shit like that. And it was probably one of the lower floating ribs. So
Yeah.
like, but I heard it. It was like,
Yeah.
did you hear it when you were rolling?
Yeah, I
Oh,
felt
shit,
it. I
yeah.
heard it. Everything. Dude.
Yeah.
It was not
So
fun.
what did the doctor say? Like how long?
He said like a month, a good solid month to let the soft tissue heal, and then after that start getting some mobility, like movement, back into it. But probably a month and a half, dude. Month and a half, 2 months.
And then you're at a month now.
Almost,
weeks?
yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah.
I didn't take any time off when he popped my rib that time, but it really fucked up my. I mean, I was still like a new white belt, but like it really fucked up my game because I was so afraid on the bottom.
Dude.
I would tuck my hand and I would do whatever I could to keep the pressure off
That's
me.
exactly right. Yeah.
But it stopped me from moving because I was so worried about holding them without pressure that I couldn't like start to hip.
Yeah.
And I think probably hipping out and like two and in from the bottom
Hurt.
Well, no, I
Shit,
think
getting out of bed is
Yo, yeah,
fucking.
for sure.
It sucked every
Yeah.
morning. I was like,
Yeah.
I would like crawl out like sideways
Yeah.
and like get my feet down.
Dude,
I was like,
I have a trap bed. My bed's been on the ground for like 2 years. Like I have the mattress straight on the ground, and so like for that's even harder to get out
yeah.
because like basically to get out of my bed I have to like technical stand up. But yeah, it fucked up my game. Like I think probably right before I got my purple belts when I started utilizing the 2 and the hip escape from the bottom because that's probably when it finally got okay. Because like Oscar popped my shit, and then I was good for like.
yeah, he did it to me twice.
Yeah,
He's the only one that's ever done it to me.
Fuck. So yeah, he did it to me, and then it kind of healed, and then I was rolling with Dave, and when Dave first came in, Cop Dave, SWAT Dave, I just thought he was fat because he just had his gi on, right, and his face is a little bit chubby.
Yeah.
So I pull guard on him. He was like a brand new white belt. I didn't know he was a fucking like SWAT, like the head of the SWAT team.
Yeah.
I fucking pull guard on him, and he stacks me, and it was all. And I heard it again. I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" The same rib, everything. So I probably had like a rib issue probably for all my white belt, the whole white belt.
Yeah, dude.
then-
And I don't want that. That's why I'm trying to.
Yeah, you gotta let it heal.
Yeah,
sure,
it's
dude.
better sometimes to just
I want it.
to let that shit heal. And,
I want you to get hurt, dog. I want you to get hurt so I can get some, so I can pass that guard.
Yeah.
That's like I'm gonna start tripod passing on you. Just what side is it?
I would be at work the next day, and there's this door that's hard to open. I opened it, I had a cooler in one hand, opened the door, and it popped out again. So like throughout that whole week, I was just babying it, dude. It's like anything I would do, and it would come out again. I'm like, fuck.
Let's take a sidetrack. What do you keep in that cooler?
Oh, fucking water samples.
Oh, nothing
fun?
Lunch in it or something.
No, hell no.
I was like, damn, what kind of lunch you bring?
No.
I was like, I bet you bring those good lunches, those big ass sandwiches and shit.
No, fuck. Dude. Lately I've been doing bad, dude. I stop and get like I like Farmer Boys.
Farmer Boys is good.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I like it.
Yeah, dude.
I like
It's
it. I don't
fresh.
eat it too much
It's
though
like-
because it
that's
is
what they say
so.
it is. Yeah,
It
it's
is.
heavy.
Their salads are bomb too.
Yeah.
Dude, nothing's worse than the homie that works for me. The other day, I told him I was going to make like a salad because I'm trying to lose weight. By the way, fucking Chauncey, I'm down to fucking 245, so you better be fucking ready. You can have my money, motherfucker. But anyway, I told him, I was like, hey, I got to have a salad today. And he was like, all right. I was like, you want one? Because I had enough for him too. And he's like, well, what is it? And I was like, kale and blah, blah. He was like, no. And then so.
It's good though, man. Once
They're
you
super good.
I'm telling you,
they
once
taste like candy.
dude, kale salads are really good. When
they have like a
people
good
are like,
spice to them.
people are
kale's,
like,
spicy kind
yeah.
of.
people are
the
like,
arugula.
oh, salad, but if you make a good salad, dude, they're so good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't make them. I just buy the pre-made ones.
No,
They're
even
fucking
then,
good. Dude.
yeah.
It can't be just the lettuce though.
No,
it's gotta
yeah.
be fucking arugula.
I don't fucking-
Oh yeah.
Kale,
I like
all that
tomatoes,
shit.
olives,
Spinach, all that.
I like all that
broccoli,
shit,
like
yeah.
all of it in there. Yeah.
I don't like iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
got
if I
no.
get-
iceberg has no like.
It's like water.
There's no
It's
benefit
like
to it
crunchy,
either.
You're just chewing forever.
Yeah, there's no benefit. I do the dark and the actual green greens. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Walmart has these pre-made salads. They're like $5. They used to
Yep.
be like $3. Now they're like $5. But I get like the sweet kale salad, and even if you use the dressing,
do
it's,
that.
the dressing's still like total.
Yeah.
The whole bag is 400 calories. I only eat half.
You can just buy the spring mix bags.
The chopped
I
ones
don't
or
like the spring
whatever.
mix.
The chopped
yeah,
ones,
the chopped
those are good.
fucking. It's called sweet kale salad, but it's like a whole mix.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got, like,
It's already made, like
it's
pre-done.
got the shit in it, and then it's got like nuts and like cranberries and shit. But literally, the whole bag is $4.50.
Yeah.
I eat half. That's including the dressing.
So what I've been
Wait,
doing?
hold on. So I ate the salad, right? And he comes back in, and I just see he has like an energy drink and a fucking AM PM hamburger or a 7-Eleven hamburger. I was like,
Bubble guts, dude.
I was
right
like,
there.
what
Fuck.
are you doing? He was like, they're pretty good. And I was like, so we didn't go anywhere. So you decided to go get a fucking AM PM hamburger, and he was like, I like them. And I was like, you're crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's
no,
nuts.
thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, those aren't even as good as like school lunch hamburgers.
Well,
They're so bad.
The
Seven,
cheese is all
if you're
hard
gonna
and shit
go,
on it.
I would have gone to a 7-Eleven and got the taquitos. Those little taquito rolls they have, those are pretty good.
Oh man, he is the fucking the convenience store connoisseur.
He knows the
He knows all the
secret
good.
menus.
Yeah. We'll go let's say like we decide to go to the store like at 10 o'clock and go get some drinks or something like that. Every time he's getting pizzas.
No, go inside.
We had dog and
We got dog. Yeah, dog alert.
But he'll decide to get like a pizza or taquitos. But every time I come over here and I stop at the fucking 7-Eleven to get drinks.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, damn, those boneless wings look good.
I've heard their
They
wings
look
are alright.
They
Yeah.
look appetizing.
It depends on if they're fresh. That's the problem is you don't know if they're fresh, if they're not fresh. They've been sitting there a long time.
I feel like you fuck with 7-Eleven food.
Not really, dude. I always get bad luck with fucking gas station food, man.
When we do our like long motorcycle rides, it's all we do is you live
When's
off.
the last time that
You
was?
just live on gas station food. Yeah, so it's like you're like, hopefully I make it to the next gas station before I shit my fucking pants.
That's why I can't do it, dude. I
That's
get the
the
I
risk.
get the Bee Gees. Oh,
Yeah.
That's funny too. I think I told you before, but we went to Chicago. He got gas station pizza, and that was when I was doing the push-ups. So I'm at the truck filling the gas up, and I'm doing push-ups. I'm fucking out there doing push-ups, and he walks up to me. He's like, and I was like, "What do you got there?" He was like, "Pizza." And I was like, "Oh, you fucked up, dude." We're driving down the road, and we're chatting, right? And I'm not paying attention. He gets quiet.
Starts sweating and
Yeah,
shit.
I
He's
looked
like, "Oh,
over.
fuck."
He's sweating, and I was like, "Dude, are you all right?" And he was like, "I'm about to shit my pants." Dude, gas station food is wild as hell.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. I mean, you might hit one that's good, you might hit one that's not good.
The only solid gas station food that's like always good is Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Like Buc-ee's is fire.
Or the other one, the one on the way to Vegas. You know,
Terribles?
Terribles.
They have food there?
Yeah, they have food
That's
there.
like an actual like deli or restaurant.
yeah, they have,
that
like, actual
inside.
shit there.
That one that's in Gene?
Yeah.
Because they don't all have that.
Oh, yeah. I
Like
don't know.
Terribles is just a regular gas station. It's just like a Nevada.
Oh, that one. It's the
But
one.
they got all
yeah,
kinds of shit there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Buc-ee's is fire though, because like Buc-ee's has a restaurant. Well, not a restaurant, but they have a deli in it where they make shit fresh. I've never fucked with the fresh food. I used to always get the
Wait,
sandwiches off the rack.
You're talking about making salads and eating healthy. Something that I started doing because I was getting tired of like taking chicken, cutting the chicken, seasoning the chicken, and throwing it on the fucking grill every day. And then the first day the chicken's really good, and then like second, third day it's like this is fucking trash, and I'm just like, you know, you gotta eat it. So I started doing the crock pot. So I just take the chicken breasts.
Dude.
I just take the chicken breasts, throw them in the crock pot, throw a little bit of water, throw it's called caldo de pollo, which is like chicken seasoning, chicken stock powder.
Yeah.
Put that in there. put like seasoning with a little bit of the ranch powder.
You put.
Yeah, put the
That's
ranch.
nasty,
No,
homie.
put some ranch powder in
I
there.
like ranch.
And then, I love ranch. So I put ranch. But did you put regular seasoning in there too? Like whatever other seasonings you like. And then I'll put it on low and I'll cook it for I think 6 hours. So right.
Yeah.
And then when you shred it, it's fucking juicy. And then the next day then
me
you have
tell
it.
you a
It's
secret.
so good.
This is probably not good for you. But
We're talking about being healthy, motherfucker.
No, it's healthy. I mean, it's not good for you probably in the long run.
Oh.
But they make bags you put in the crock pot.
Oh yeah, so you don't have to clean it all the time.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Brandon fucks with the crock pot pretty heavy, so.
Yeah, you get all the plastics. I mean, everything's already got microplastics.
They say that they're fucking heat proof and shit, but that's what I'm saying. It's like
Everything's already got microplastics.
She basically made that exact same thing this week. What did she make?
It's so good, dude. I mean, I'm sure you could throw like carrots in there and throw like some other things.
Have you tried freezing it afterwards? Like if you make a shitload of it?
No, since it's so easy, I just make enough for 3 days and then I'll do it again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because before I would grill enough chicken for a whole week.
Yeah.
But then,
you
can't eat little fart boxes? That's funny. Fucking, you ever notice that fucking when you put
does
it smells like
farts?
farts?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Fucking, Dan and Martha are super healthy, and one time their son came up and he cracked open the thing because they always have like little chicken boxes. And she cracks it open and he walks over to it. So I was like, God damn, how many he just walking around eating little farts or what? Dude, that's so,
They do smell like that.
Yeah, but you can only get 1 day out of chicken, dude. The day you make it and the next day, that's it.
You can keep eating it as long as it's in the fridge. It just
not
doesn't
as
taste as
appetizing,
good.
yeah.
And it smells like farts.
Yeah, but it's still good. Again, we go back. You're eating because of the fucking results it gives you, not because of how it tastes.
That is true.
And if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But now that I switched to the crock pot, I think that's
You're
the game
literally
changer.
More
home
enjoyable.
all day.
But I don't want to grill every fucking day.
It takes some time.
You put it in the oven's good too. Chicken like the
It's still dry. It's not as moist as like when you do it in the crock
This
pot.
is where my real white comes out. I like that shit dry and burnt.
No.
Why?
I need to have some. It's too dry, dude.
I like if I
Do you
make
put sauce on it too?
not really.
like
Sometimes.
straight
You put ketchup on it?
No, I don't fuck with ketchup. I mean, first of all, I fuck with ketchup. Heavy, son.
Who doesn't like ketchup?
People don't like ketchup.
Yeah, people
I mean,
are weird.
it's weird. Like you don't like
My wife
ranch.
doesn't like
Fuck
ketchup.
out of here.
I'm not a ranch fan.
Ranch is amazing.
Yeah, I fuck with ketchup heavy. No, I mean, I just like, in general, like, if I'm making food just for me, like, let's say I'm just by myself making a steak.
Yeah.
I like that shit burnt and well done, dude. Oh, it's good.
Disappointed.
That's
Yeah,
how I
I'm
like it.
disappointed in you.
See, well,
changed.
I like medium, but to get it as burnt as I like on the outside, it always gets overcooked.
You just gotta do a fucking sear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know,
sear
but
the
I like
fuck
it
out
like with the char
But
on it. So I like
Yeah,
to
you
put
just
it
gotta
on
do it
the fire.
super
It's
fucking
like,
hot. But that's what the sear is for.
yeah.
So when I do my steak,
So let me revise
Yeah.
that. I prefer medium.
but you like the
I like the
outside char.
outside
Yeah, I think everybody
charred,
likes that.
yeah.
I think everyone likes the outside
Oh, okay.
charred. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
What I do is I put my grill. When you heat it up, you're supposed to heat it for 10 minutes, but there's a sear one that stays on, and so I do the sear right there first, and then I cook it on the left
You have
side
a fancy
slow.
grill?
Yeah.
I never noticed.
Yeah, so I'll sear it, and then I'll put it on the other side, and you do the slow cooking, but you get that nice.
Maynard effect or some shit like
Yeah,
that. It's
whatever-
called the
yeah.
Maynard.
Yeah.
You can
That's
use a
real fucking cook
blowtorch
right
too,
there.
dude.
Yeah.
Blowtorch.
shit.
Oh yeah,
Use
I've
the
seen
top
that.
of it.
dude.
Yeah, that's good.
I even
idea.
have one of those propane ones for burning weeds.
Or you could go if you
Hit it with the top real
If you
quick.
really want to go crazy, then you pull out the cast iron skillet after you cook it in there.
Yeah.
You put a little like butter, whatever, some thyme,
Yeah.
and you get the nice
do that
crust in
today.
that.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, I think.
But that comes back to the problem. Now you got fucking more shit to clean up. And if
And
you're doing
more
this
time.
all the
Yeah.
time, yeah.
Dude, my hand is so fucking strong. I ain't cleaned the
My
dish.
my kids are like, I like steak. I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta buy them steaks when I make steaks.
Just throw them
I'm
on the
like, yeah.
grill.
I
You
do.
gotta
Steaks I
clean
do
shit
on the
up.
grill. Steaks I do
you
on the
gotta clean
grill.
shit up.
But I was just saying, if you want to go that
It
extra
adds
step.
flavor, dog. You leave that. You leave those little pieces of meat on there.
See?
Oh, I just use a little wood thing.
Yeah.
Clean it off.
Did you
whatever.
know that you're not supposed to use the metal ones because you can ingest them and die? You are. You know the fucking grill cleaners? They have like the metal brush.
Oh yeah, the little bits and
The
pieces.
little bits they can fall off and get stuck in your food and like so. A
And then
homie
you
of
eat
mine,
it.
he ate one I guess and it perforated his
Oh,
fucking
shit.
shit. And he was like, I think I'm sick. And then he went to the doctor and they didn't find anything wrong with him. 2 weeks later, he was completely septic. He almost died twice from it.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't use that. I have the wood one, and then if I really need to clean it, I just cut the onion in half, and then I use onion to clean the top of the grill.
I can't even touch an onion.
When I make
When I make guac, and like I gotta cut the onions, I'm like,
Oh, I love onions.
I hate them.
They're so good.
Carb-
But yeah,
I like
it's cool
ketchup
too when you
and
clean the
burnt
grill
food.
with it because it's got the acid, and then it
Yeah.
cooks. It smells so good too. I'm
I like the
oh.
way onions taste, but touching them and like you use a white onion, right? Like cutting half.
Yeah,
the
white onion. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you get the only thing is your eyes.
Yeah. What's the trick to that?
There is no trick. Everyone has a trick. There's no trick. You just gotta fucking man up.
Yeah. Stay away.
Put some fucking goggles on.
Yeah.
What? Were you going swimming or something? No, I was cutting onions.
I turn around, you're all fucking crying. Like, I was cutting onions, I swear.
I swear to God, I was cutting onions.
We're thinking about getting your ass whooped by Misa.
You see that video of the cat? Like, you know, cats just want to they just want to be next to you.
Yeah.
So this lady's cutting an onion, and the cat is just sitting fucking right there, and the cat's like wincing. His eyes are like fucking running wild. I was like, God damn.
Fucking.
He's pretty good.
Let's talk about some fucking jiu-jitsu. So you haven't rolled since you left, right?
Since I left, yeah.
So you took a whole week off?
Yeah, a whole
And
week.
you've been off for how long? 3 weeks? How itching are you right now?
I fucking miss it so bad.
Oh, I can't, no doubt.
I've never gone that long.
Every day I'm like, I mean, obviously every day I always watch videos,
Yeah.
you know, but it's more so now. And I think I have more of an intent, like more of
Game
an intention.
process,
Yeah.
Man, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I'm
what-
actually
that-
writing shit down.
That's
dude.
why.
Like,
That's what I've been saying.
Taking notes?
I'm taking notes.
God
yeah.
damn.
I'm coming back fucking
That's
strong,
what,
dude.
that's what I've been saying is like my goal is I really want to learn everything lasso, like sweeps, submissions, everything. So I just been like watching lasso stuff and trying to remember.
Who do you watch for that?
Well, I downloaded I paid for like a whole lasso series.
nice.
So
Who
if
teaches
you got a
it?
thumb drive, I'll
He
give you all the.
paid for a full lasso series.
Why are you judging?
But who teaches it though?
I'll show you after. Yeah.
Yeah, he don't want to blow it
like,
up that he stole his shit.
Hey, look. Anyways, let's put this outside the camera view.
Real quick, you know, that's funny for being like short and stumpy. You're trying to fucking lasso.
Mm-hmm.
I have like the same methodology. I fucking Deli Hiva heavy.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
But I
And
feel like
that's funny for like two short.
But here's the
Deli
thing.
Hiva.
But here's the thing, though. It's gonna be more powerful because it's more
Yeah.
power driven versus
Yeah.
length and leverage. Now you have straight
close.
power, so
Yeah.
you move your body. So obviously, anything you learn and anything, whether it's Deli Hiva, whatever it is you're learning, you always have to adjust it to your body style,
Yeah.
right? And it's just because he shows it this way doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. You got to adjust it. So that's the part where it's like the mental game, and that's where I think Gordon Ryan was talking about that. He's like, everyone wants to go out and smash and train, but no one wants to do the mental side. And he's like, what's the mental
like
side? And he's
study.
like, that's the side where you figure out why it's not working for
Yeah.
you, and you take
Yeah.
the time to figure out why it's not working for you,
Yeah.
and you learn how to make it work for you.
Yeah.
That's the mental part of the game that's really hard to do, and not everyone wants to do.
I've been on that journey of fucking trying to make something work for 3 years now. Basically, like it's just playing half guard and trying to get up.
Yeah.
You know, it's getting better, but it's like
I have to.
people don't want to get smashed.
I have to start changing because I go north-south all the time. I need to start trying to do other things because once I get like side control, I'm going north-south.
But it's
and
so
pretty
good.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
north south sucks.
So I need to start. I need
Yeah.
like working on mount, like trying to
Yeah.
stay on mount and trying to do get points, like work
Yeah.
again on knee on belly. Because a lot of times when I go knee on belly too, I always lose it. I don't know if I just don't put enough pressure or
In
what.
class, it's hard to really get knee on belly without being mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like in the comp, you got to go Brazilian knee on belly on the chest. And fucking
Yeah,
get
across
it in there.
right in the sternum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the thing that I've been working on for lasso specifically is, well, the downfall for me is the when they fall back and do a straight ankle,
Yep.
or any kind of
Better
foot
watch your
any
shit
foot
because
locks.
that's what's coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's the downfall, but there's ways around everything. You just have to. What I do is I'll go into that. I'll stand up if they push,
Yeah, I was gonna say, if
push
they-
forward at all. I stand up and then I'll do the omoplata from there,
Omoplata.
like the rolling
There's
one.
an arm bar from there too.
Yeah.
Same exact fucking setup, but it's an arm bar, straight to the arm bar.
So you just got to work ways around it, man.
Yeah,
That's
I've been
just- that's all it
training.
is.
I've been training Noah too. Same thing. I've been like, hey, I'm working lasso guard. Let's start working lasso guard. And I'm like, none of these kids
Let
work
him
lasso
develop
guard.
his own game.
He's not there yet to develop his own game. So
Why you got to tell him? Just let him have fun.
he's having fun. But what he likes to do is like he'll be like, what do you want me to hit today? And I'll be like, go hit this, this, and this. And then he'll like hit it, and he'll come back.
Let's lock
What's
the
next?
world.
Noah's rolling with some kid.
I did verify he is a green belt.
He is?
Yeah.
So Noah, he's rolling with a green belt. So for perspective, for anyone listening, my son's
Noah's an orange belt, right?
Yeah, my son's an orange belt. So he's rolling with a green belt. He catches him in an arm bar.
His shit was
Yeah,
flexing.
he told
too.
me, he said that he wasn't tapping, and he said he said my arm, like, he's like, my arm's like this. That's how his arm was, but backwards.
Backwards. I
And he
watched
said,
it
and he
happen.
said, and he wasn't tapping. And then this guy looks over to him and he goes, And so he's like, fuck it.
Yeah, but he wrist locked him mean as fuck too. He was all,
yeah,
like, oh,
he's mean, dude. Yeah, and then he tapped. But that's crazy that you don't tap. Your arms bent backwards and you don't tap, but you fucking tap to a wrist.
That's why the wrist lock is so powerful.
Because it's everywhere. You mix it up. He loves wrist locks.
Yeah.
He loves wrist locks. He's always trying to wrist lock me all the fucking time. We'll be in the grocery store and he's like, I'm like, whoa, chill out, bro. Chill out.
Fucking always trying to wrist lock me too.
I don't need a little more of that.
But so tell me more about your fucking weak ass lasso game.
Oh no, I've been working with him because he has long legs.
Yeah, comparatively for his body.
Yeah, for his body. Okay. So I've been working on that because there's a couple moves that I really like. There's an arm bar from lasso, where you take the lasso out, you cross the face, and you pull this arm through and you twist, right? But if you learn that setup, when you go for the normal arm bar, if they rip their arm out, that arm bar is there.
Oh, the other one.
So it's like you're set up for that. So they pull that out, boom, you switch to the other arm bar real quick. So I just like it because you practice it here, and you get that body mechanic. And then it also works if you go for the normal arm bar, they pull out, then boom, you switch to that, and it's like instant, right? So it's like
trapping them.
Yeah, who's saying that? They were saying jiu-jitsu is easy if you already know what your opponent's gonna do, and that's that game setup. Yeah, that's that setup right there. It's like I know that if you pull this arm out, I have this arm, and I'll set this up, and it's like just learning to set that next step from all your you get your basics, your foundations, and you start learning, like, if they do this, what do I do? If they do this, what do I do?
You know what I started doing with the notes I take? I'll start with a move. Like, I'll literally put like a tree, like a brainstorming tree. I'll be like, move. If they do this, I do this. If they do this, I do this.
Yep.
And
I used to have notes like
it
that.
breaks it down, in your head.
Well, that's how you're supposed to develop your game plan for going into a competition.
Mm-hmm. I've never done it though until this point.
It's hard to do, man.
Well, because I have nothing else to do as far as training.
I agree with what you're saying. Like in the tree of the things you can do, it's like if you're lassoing, you have all these options from the lasso. If they move this way, you have all these options. If they move that way, all these options. Like what Hoyler was saying was, fuck their game. Implement your game. Whatever they do. You know what I mean? That's what I've been trying to work. I mean, I got this week I did pretty good. Like, I caught some good rolls. I caught a couple white belts, fucked them up. One of them I got, and I just cooked him for all 5 minutes. I wrist locked him, I don't know, like 7 times. But every time he's getting ready to tap, I let go. And I would have him like in a choke. He's getting ready to tap, and I'd let go. And he got up. He's like, I did pretty good. And I was like, yeah, man. And the next day he said something. He's like, you didn't get me yesterday. And I was like, did I not get you?
Fucked up.
I was like, did I not get you, or did I let everything go after I tapped before you tapped? And he was like. He just looked at me like, what?
Damn.
And I was like,
yeah.
He probably went home that night and told everybody, like, man, I went against his purple belt and nothing happened.
oh, dude, I had him in some mean chokes, and he started defending the choke, and I was like, just give me that fucking wrist.
On what you were saying about, what were you saying? Fuck, I just had it in my mind. You were saying...
Implement your own game?
Yeah, implement your own game. I don't know if it was Eddie Bravo. I was watching Eddie Bravo once, and he was like...
The enemy?
He was like, everyone talks about jiu-jitsu as chess. He's like, jiu-jitsu is not fucking chess. He said, the way you play jiu-jitsu is, I want to make 5 moves before you make a move. A lot of people think jiu-jitsu is, I make a move, you make a move. I make a move. He's like, fuck that. He's like, you make a move, then you make a move, then you make a move, and then maybe they make a move.
Yeah.
And then you make a move, then you make... And he's like, that's how you win jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You put your... And that goes implementing your own game is... You make all the moves and don't give them a chance to make a move before they finally make a move that you have to react to.
It's like proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like about rolling with white belts, because you have the opportunity to
test
do
it. Yeah.
Because like we got a newer white belt. He's pretty big. He's like probably 6'2", 225. He's a pretty big dude. And I rolled with him the other day, and I got picked to roll with him, and he just looked at me, and he was like, oh fuck. And I don't know. I never talked to him before. And he's way bigger than me, and I was like, "Hey man, we can roll low, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to hurt you. We never roll together. We'll see what's going on." So I implemented what I want to do. I swept him like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, fucking tapped him a bunch of times, and I was like, "Oh, well, my bottom game does work if someone's not smashing me."
Yeah.
Then I rolled with him a couple days later, and he came like aggressive, and he's like, "I'm not gonna let you get my leg." And he's like, "That's annoying." And I was like, "Yeah, well, that's my game." I pulled guard on him, went to the fucking De La Hiva, he started moving around, I caught his fucking leg, I caught his underhook, and I fucking swept him, and he was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "That's what I'm trying to do, that is my game." And then I rolled with him me and Cody rolled right in front of him. Cody beat the fuck out of me. We were flow rolling, so it was like he tapped me like 8 times, because I wasn't trying to fight anything. When he caught it, I tapped, you know what I mean? And him and I were fighting leg locks. And then that dude I watched him look at me like, oh, I think I know now. And then Omar picked us to roll again the same day. And I was like, oh, we already rolled. And he was like, nah, go with him again. And I was like, all right. So he's like, I think I got something. And I was like,
I love when they say that.
I was like, all right, dude. So he's trying to do the shit that Cody does. And I just keep catching him and sweeping him. And then one of the times I tapped him with pressure with my head.
Nice. To the chin?
Yeah. He's like, we're on the concrete. But he was like tapping. And I was like, oh, yeah, now you know, motherfucker. But it's nice to roll with like newer guys like that. So you can
practice.
But the good thing about it is like, it's not only can you practice like your chain of events, but you can see what works and how to try to implement it on upper belts. Like
timing wise,
even more so, like he's way bigger than me, and I was going like single leg X from like the half guard, like more like a lockdown, but like your feet across, and I was able to elevate him and sweep him every time. And I was like, fuck, why don't I do that to you guys? Mm-hmm. You guys are heavier, like you know how to be heavier, but it's like if I can lift you guys up, I can sweep you from there.
Yeah.
So I got to start fucking with that more instead of just trying to roll, lifting, like elevating you guys and sweeping you. You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's similar to like the balloon sweep, like where you start realizing at what point you can actually make it effective. You know, like same thing.
How far you have to pull them over.
But that's why your lasso is so good, because I'm so afraid to get fucking balloon swept by you. I had to fucking go into your guard and you lasso me.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at how to do new lasso stuff. I've also been looking at the opposite, like how to defend it, so that I know, like, all right, if they do this,
you have to stand up to defend the lasso.
This is gonna be whatever. I showed Omar some lasso defenses I saw in a video, and he was like,
"There's just one."
He's
that
like,
works.
"Those are good."
Who does? Somebody in the gym does it.
Blue belt professor over here.
I forget who does it. Well, basically they go underneath. So I got the lasso. They have this is their arm, and they grab the bottom side pant and smash down. Because if they have this pant, the like range of motion is only this much.
Yeah, but that shit don't work.
That's why you have to. That's why
if you have a good grip,
no, it does. That's how I normally pass it.
His knee.
But it's a matter of, so for you, the adjustment is making sure that knee is vertical. Because if it's any bit like down, it's going to be easy to smash. But if you keep it vertical, like
it's like
I can't smash it down, and then it's like fuck. Now I'm screwed. The one that I seen was you back up. And then you take your foot, and I push your foot in,
but
right?
You're standing, right?
No, just down, and then you shoot in for that opposite leg. You just shoot in, and you go behind it, and you come up behind it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool pass.
Grab the lapel and pass.
But no one else plays lasso, so I haven't had. There's only, no one really else plays lasso.
Josh does.
I never get. I don't know if he. I don't remember the last time he's got lasso on me.
Oh, that's his game.
Normally, I end up in his half guard.
Doesn't Diet Roger too? Doesn't he does lasso sometimes too? No,
he does.
I haven't rolled him.
He does a barra plata. That's what he fucking does. Barra out of plata, whatever.
Mr. 1000. Yeah, I haven't rolled him in a while.
Yeah.
But the last time I did, he caught me in that barra plata twice, and I was passing too. I was like, man, fuck this little fool. I was like, oh,
you thought you were passing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my shoulder's gonna explode.
Yeah, I think that move is dirty. Yeah. It's good.
It's really good.
We need more flexibility, gents.
Yep.
100%. That shit will prevent so many injuries and give us more ability too. I mean, if you look at,
I wish we had a yoga class. To be honest, that would be dope if we had a yoga class.
There's no yoga in here except for on Saturday mornings at 7
Idlewild.
They do it at
Idlewild has yoga.
Yeah, but they do it at 7 in the morning at Powerhouse on Saturdays.
Oh, do they? Oh, really?
7 in the morning.
Fuck it. Gotta carry the boat, son.
I'm not driving 40 minutes to go do yoga.
40 minutes? Oh, for you it's...
Dude, I just popped a YouTube
there's
video
gotta be something in Menifee.
Near you. I'm sure there is out there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have
there's more over there, I feel like, than there is out here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's like a town over there.
Yeah.
There's a lot less meth out there. I mean, where I live is still a little methy because I'm on the edge.
You live.
I live in the sticks.
Yeah, 100%.
But you go into the city.
You don't see the meth there because there's so much property. They just do the meth on their property.
Probably out there cooking meth. Yeah, but if you go one exit down, it's
it's a big city.
Basically Temecula.
Yeah,
it's just the next version of Temecula.
But I mean, that might be worth it. I mean, there was a moment I was trying to talk him into going to what was that? Well, it's like, let's go to the fucking, what's that workout that everyone talks
Pilates?
about? No. The workout, like, where they do Olympics. They don't do Olympics, but they have their own fucking thing.
Oh,
CrossFit.
Yeah, those fools wanted to be there. Like, we had to
it's like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, so
I was trying to tell them, let's fucking...
Like, I'd have to wake up like at 3:45.
No, because this is when you were here. You still
it's still a 15-minute drive. I got to wake up, fucking drop
I was like, let's fucking go to do this shit. And then they're like, yeah, show up. And I thought about it, and I was like, Man, that's a lot of work. That shit's hard as fuck.
And you
get injured a lot.
Everyone gets hurt.
Yeah.
Everyone that does that shit gets hurt.
Yeah, dude. You're doing Olympic lifts for volume.
Speed and volume. Fuck, I don't even know how to lift one. I don't even know how to do regular lift.
There's a lot of opportunity to get really fucked up. Really bad.
No one wants to start lifting. I'm kind of like, all right, well, I told him, I was like, this is the same thing I told Nathan. Nathan, for a while, he wanted to get bigger. And I'm like, I'm not going to push you. You want to get bigger, you got to do it because you want to do it. So I'll work with you, but you got to come out and you got to work out. And then I told him, Noah said the same thing. I was like, and his schedule, because he goes home, he goes to school, comes to school, does his homework, then it's class, and it's like, so I'm like, if you want to work out, we got to do it at like 4 in the morning. And he's like, I'll do it at 4 in the morning. I was like, if you get up at 4 in the morning, I'll work out with you.
Shit.
I was like, we'll get it in. It's up to you.
Just start
But
light, dude. Just on the bar.
Just
getting form.
Exactly.
Get the
exactly.
fucking.
That's what I do with Nathan. It's just light, super light. Just working on form and understanding, and then building out like a work schedule for him. And then he started doing it on his own, and then adding weights to it. But getting that form down and understanding,
That's
like,
the most important part.
Yeah, I was like, look, and talking to him, like, dude, you got to be strict with your form. You got to get it because you're gonna get hurt if you don't. And I was like, so
And you get way stronger
what do you know about
too.
form? You got a machine back here.
Dude,
you still have to have form with everything.
Why don't you take that bar off? Don't you have the little thing?
Because I don't have a squat. I don't have a spotter. So
the
I
bar
don't.
that goes across. Or
You have your things too low anyway. So what does it matter if you have a fucking spotter?
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So don't you have the little hooks where you can put a bar on it?
Yeah, I can put a bar on it.
I need you to start fucking hitting free weights, dog.
I'll go 1 for 1 with you, and then we'll see if you keep talking.
I'll keep talking shit. I don't give a fuck if more than you.
Hell yeah.
Keep talking shit.
Right after this, one
Right?
for one.
Right after these messages, we'll be right back.
I'll be like that dude you posted dropping the bar.
Oh, with his neck?
I'll
Oh
drop
my
that bar
god.
on my throat, fucking roll over. Get
Be like,
up,
fuck you.
Get up my ass and be like, man, fuck you.
You still live like a bitch.
No, I've been doing this thing called the animal flow. You guys heard about that? So it sounds weird, all right. Before you fucking
Are
start,
you fucking out there doing capoeira shit?
it's kind of like that. It's kind of like
the fucking jungle music on and shit.
it's cumbia, man. No, dude, I do. It's just like just mobility type calisthenics work, and it's exactly what you need for jiu-jitsu, man.
I'm gonna hit you with one that's less gay, and you tell me what you think about it.
Go.
No, I don't have to send it to you. I don't know what it's called.
No.
I mean, it's like if you can lift something heavy, it translates somehow, but it's not the full range of motion. You know what I mean?
You gotta wear baggy pants.
No, I wear Speedos.
You wear short Speedo?
You wear no shoes so you can be closer to the earth while you're doing it.
Yep. Grounding. I let my butthole see the sun.
You can feel the energy of the earth.
The vibrations.
Yeah.
That fool's gonna fuck me up when he comes back.
Dude, all I could do is just mental work.
Dude, I haven't worked out, like lifted in a week. I haven't
You
done
weren't even
shit.
lifting out there?
No, I was like, Because
you got drunk as fuck. You're like, I'm not gonna wake up.
That's pretty much what happened.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then like a couple nights days are like, you don't even have to come in early, like because we don't have meetings till later. And I was like, thank God. But the cool thing is, they go in at 8, 7, and I'm used to waking up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. to start my day here because they're ahead. So now it's like,
Oh, because you're on their time.
now I'm on their time. So it's like sleeping in every day. I was like, wow, that's fucking nice to sleep in and like go get breakfast, and I'm not rushing and shit like that. So
Just wake up slow.
yeah. But yeah, I didn't do shit. So I'm like, this week's gonna suck. I'm gonna be sore as fuck because I haven't lifted in a week, and then I haven't done any jiu-jitsu, and I've been eating horrible.
How does it affect your, like, for me, I know if I don't work out, mentally I'm like fucked up. Did you feel anything?
No,
like
because I
that?
was drinking all week.
Just forget
I
about
don't
it all.
remember shit. Yeah. I was literally drinking all week. I was like a work event, but somehow it was like I was in Vegas again. I was like, fuck.
That's what happens to me every
Party.
time I go to fucking Austin. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wake up early on Saturday, go train at one of the badass gyms in Austin. Then I get all fucked up on Friday night, and I wake up like at 11. I'm like, fuck, I should have went and trained.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So this week's back, like getting back on the grind, back on the diet, eating. So I missed it though, for sure. Like I was like, man, I need to lift. I need to fucking pick something up, put something down.
Sweat.
You know what I mean? I need to sweat. Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
There's no sweat, nothing. I was like, man.
You want to hear some fuck shit? So I'm standing there Wednesday or Thursday, minding my own goddamn business, not even talking shit to anyone. Omar's picking people to roll. It's like 4:45 in the first round. He's like, you and me. I was like, right now? He's like, right now. I was like, all right. He beat the fuck out of me.
All right, so the battery died right mid conversation. You said
back to where I was.
Let's just start from scratch. You said you roll with Omar.
Yeah, so I'm standing there minding my own business, not even talking shit to anybody. Like I got another one here. Not talking shit, minding my own goddamn business. And Omar's like, you and me. And I was like, all right. So I thought he was still hurt because last time I saw him, even just walk around, he looked injured. Better. He looked injured, right? So I'm sitting there, minding my own business. He rolls to me, and then that's when you realize, not only is your game trash. Well, what I was saying right in the camera, Dad, is like Dan will let you work, fucking Leo lets you work. I mean, even Jonah lets you work, right?
Yeah.
Like, to an extent, my half guard is good. I can hold him there. I pull half guard on fucking Omar. He jumps over my shit. This motherfucker jumps over my shit, gets me in side control, and I start going to hip out. He wrist locked the fuck out of me. Dude, he wrist locked me so gnarly. Like, full blast on his shoulder, ripped into it, wrist locked me. He's like, all right, stand up. I was like, oh, he wants to fucking go? So I start giving him the fucking gas. I end up pulling guard again. He jumps my fucking guard, and I'm fighting. He cross-collar chokes me. Cross-collar choke. Fucking cross-collar choke me. The deepest cross-collar choke I've ever been in. I was fighting it. Then all of a sudden, he moved, and I was like, I'm going to go to sleep, and tapped. Like, I thought, like, instantly I felt, I'm going to sleep.
Damn.
Then there was, like, maybe a minute left in the roll, and I'm hand-fighting hard with him. I'm not letting him, I'm going to be on top. He fucking Seonaga'd me. He dropped, he flew all the way down to his knees, and I was on his back. And then literally, he was like, ah! And he fucking threw me. And then, like, the round ended.
You
like,
fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, bro. You know how when he gets all loud, he'll go, ah! He was like, I was on his back, one hook under the forearm and over his head on the other arm. And he still had the Seonaga grips, and he was like, ah! And he threw me. I was like, what the fuck? And luckily, the round was over. But what's even more, I mean, he should beat the brakes on, even though he's a fucking 5'2", 125 pounds, even though he's got 25 years experience on me, right? The most fucked up part about all this, that was on a Wednesday. I don't roll on no-gi days. And on Friday, he shows the cross-collar choke, what he did to me. And I was like, you have the audacity to show motherfuckers that after you did it to me?
That's funny.
And he just laughed and walked away. I was like, that's fucked up, dude. But the way he hits the cross-collar is a lot like how Hadra does. He gets the first grip, comes across the shoulder, hits the second grip, but he doesn't pull him.
He just adjusted.
He leans.
Oh, yeah.
He puts his stomach on his arms and forces his forearm into your throat, and then he gives a little back punch.
That's what Jay told me. Dude. He said the key is you sink in and you use your back instead of using your arms, your shoulders.
I could feel him like not pulling. Because normally I'll grab.
So you felt safe.
Yeah, because I'll grab the. No, I didn't feel safe. But like I'll grab behind the arm to stop a choke. Like I'll grab behind the arm to stop a choke, or post. You know, I'm afraid of getting wrist locked, but I'll post my elbow on the ground and put my hand on their elbow so they can't move.
You don't answer the phone.
Not in that situation. I'm just talking about like different types of collar chokes. So like I'll post my elbow on the ground and then hold their elbow from moving, right, or grab him. And afterwards, he's like, "Don't pull my arm. You gotta pull from the bicep. What's it, tricep? You gotta pull from the tricep." And I was like, "Yeah." I thought about that, but the choke wasn't tight, and he just kind of smirked and walked away. And then the next day when he showed the technique, he was like, "Yeah, I don't pull." He's like, "I lean on you, then on the other I do like a little back crunch." And I was like, "This motherfucker, he beat the brakes off me, and then had the audacity to show the move the next day."
Yeah.
You know,
I wish I would have seen it.
Yeah, fuck, dude, he beat me up. And then everyone was like, "What happened?" Because I was on the ground, because he was all ah. It was fucked up, dude.
I think you weren't the only one that got it that day, from what I hear.
Oh, a bunch of people got it. And then, not only did he show the fucking technique 2 days later, the next day on Instagram, he posted him on the fucking podium in first place, and I'm back.
Yep. I saw that. I was like, what happened?
He's just fucking getting fired up real quick. Hell yeah.
And then I was sitting down, like, contemplating life. I was like, man, maybe I should quit jiu-jitsu. Because I couldn't even grab him. Like, I couldn't grab him with my legs, put him in the half guard. And then as I'm sitting there in the half guard trying to hold him, get him in the half guard, I remembered what he says during the technique all the time. Oh, when people give me the half guard, I love it because I know I get the victory.
Yeah, he said 100%.
Yeah.
He said 100%. I'm getting out.
Fuck me up. So I'm sitting there contemplating life. And he's walking around the mat, you know, fucking snapping his belt after class. And then I look at him, he looks at me, I was like, who did this to you? Who called you out? And he starts laughing, and he's like, I'll tell you later, my friend. And I was like, oh, so someone did call you out. And I was like, why are you rolling with all the ultras? And I was like, what weight is it at, ultra? And he was like, maybe heavyweight. And I was like, what the fuck?
Damn, hell yeah.
Some heavyweight called him out.
Nice.
Yeah, then he's going to go fuck him up.
Hell yeah.
Good luck.
And I had to feel the fucking brunt of that. Fuck you, whoever called him out.
Good luck.
So then all the heavyweights.
I'm so
are
excited to go
at
back.
the gym. Then
He fucked every one of us up.
fuck yeah.
Everyone. The last time I rolled with him, like we had a pretty competitive roll. Like he whooped my ass, but it wasn't like this time. This time it was like I was like a brand new white belt. Nothing worked.
He had some intentions.
Yep.
Nothing worked. He kept trying to ankle pick me and he couldn't. That's when he hit the Jackson Nagi. Like, you know how he does that hook? He'll like reach with his leg and hook your foot up and grab it. He kept trying that shit. I was like, yo, dude, I'm 150 pounds heavy. My leg weighs more than you. You're not getting that on me. Then he dropped and fucking threw me. I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's
You gotta be able to.
If you watch this, I'm upset.
To go. My feelings are hurt.
I'm hurt and I want a rematch. Hey, I did try to rematch him on Friday.
That drop sit Nagi's like, you have to go in like full out. Like you can't half-ass that, or they're just gonna take your back.
I
You
had
gotta go
full underhooks, and he fucking Goku charged up on me and then threw me.
It's crazy. That's crazy. I can't wait to go back Monday.
It's not for you anymore, dog.
I can't wait to go back.
I think you're retired.
I retired to do it.
I've never taken. I think maybe the most I've taken day off is like 8 days. Because even like on those long trips, I always brought gis, and I would find somewhere to roll.
Yeah.
Dude, I went that last week on Friday just to go watch.
Oh yeah, I saw you. That's cool.
Dude, he made him sit on the mat, fucking all professor style.
Man, I was itching so bad. I was like, it's crazy because like as soon as I walked through those doors, dude, all of a sudden everything goes away. I'm like, maybe
you went twice to do that.
I went the first time
because I saw you when I was here. You came in and you just sat around.
Yeah.
That was Friday. That was last Friday.
Yeah.
Not the Friday that just passed. The Friday before.
Okay.
Monday, right?
Yeah. Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I could, I could roll around a little bit.
I got a gi in the car.
Yeah,
dude, they got loaner gis here.
It's a fucking trick, man. It's a trick. Because then I get home and I'm like, oh fuck. Right,
I never thought about like when I was injured, just going in and hanging out. But at the time, like I didn't know anybody. That I would be like whatever.
Which time you were injured?
When I hurt my back when I first started. Like I didn't know anybody enough to like. I just thought it would be weird. I'd probably do that now.
Hey, do you think I can roll with those weightlifter fucking rubber knee things?
The weightlifter.
You know, like those things they use to help you, like
a brace thing?
No, not a brace.
Yeah,
like those rubber sleeves.
No.
They use.
Oh, the ones the wraps.
No, they look like a tire.
You won't.
No, they're not flexible enough.
No, you're gonna. They're not meant for like. They're meant to like
articulated
squeeze.
Movements.
So it's gonna cut off circulation when you're like. Even with my brace.
You don't leave them on. Like when they're lifting, they don't leave them on the whole session.
No, they
take
them
off.
Down. Yeah, they slide them off.
Yeah, they take them off.
Those would be perfect for
No,
knee thing.
they take them off right away because they cut all your circulation off.
Yeah.
Shit. Even mine, I have to put my shit on loose because like if we do certain drills, my leg.
Which one?
I put an ace bandage underneath.
The 2 knee pads?
I put an ace bandage underneath, and if I do it too tight, like my feet will start falling asleed. So I have to like if you're in any weird position, it'll do that. So those for sure.
Have you tried the tape? What is it called?
I have to do it every day. Yeah, but I gotta do this every day. That would get expensive.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
And then the hairs be ripping off every time.
Fuck yeah, dude. When I hurt I had my like wrist and my fucking like. I think I was like this, and someone landed this way on my hand, and like this whole side was like I couldn't do shit. I couldn't even post, so I was like wrapping it up. And at first I did tape, and then I was like, that was a stupid idea.
Oh, yeah.
Then I fucking said fuck it, and I started shaving my arms until it felt better because every time I would put it on, it was fucking brutal.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god. So I was like, fuck it. I shaved my arms. I was like, I'm just gonna shave them until they're fucking.
I think I'm gonna go back to shave arms.
If you have for tattoos, the color looks way fucking better. Like your shit.
One little tattoo.
Fuck you. The colors will look way like they're more vivid. They pop out
for years and years, and I just got tired of it.
Yeah, it's
a lot of work, dude. Fuck all that.
It's more frustrating because when it starts getting like growing stubbly. Yeah, it's just annoying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you just spend the money on fucking
Nair, laser.
No, like a face shaver. Just get a face shaver. The only problem is the razor. Those things are like $80 just for new razors or new blades. But that's what I was doing. It makes it so much easier. I just like watching something real quick. It was done.
You know what I realized? Without you two there, I had a great fucking week. I mean, I got beat up by the normal dudes who beat me up, but I was putting the work in. Those are 2 more easy rounds I didn't have to get through.
That's just coincidence, dude. That's just your game. Your game's improving, man.
That's not improving. My De La Riva is getting good, though. Hey, that fucking thing is bleaking again. Something's going on with this camera.
Maybe it's batteries.
I think we bullshit enough anyway.
It feels like we just started. It's been good time. That's why. I don't know how long. I know.
That gay ass Samsung watch you got there.
What are you talking about? This is badass.